Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and the practical series of the cloud computing. Now in this video I will show you the part D of the practical number 1. We already completed with the part A, B, C in the previous video. Now today we will see the part D of your practical number 1. So first of all just we execute this. First we execute the server, right click, run file. As we can see here, waiting for the client. Now we execute the client. Now client will send a name to the server. So as we can see here, whatever the name is entered by the client or user, it is sent to the server. This is my server process or server application. This is my client application. Okay, so now after this is a code to send, right? So now after sending the request to the server accepts the request. As we can see here, REQ. Now server will process. So in this practical, right, we calculate the response. So response is your REQ dot to uppercase. So server will convert this string, right, whatever the string entered by the user, into the uppercase and send as a response to the client. So to send the data, we all know, right, we already did in the client program. So this is the code which is used to send the data from one machine to another machine using TCP protocol. So I am just copying this code and just paste here. Now this time, right, I will send this RES to the server, so we are writing RES. So in this way the server will send the response to the client, and whatever the response sent by the server, which is your RES, is accepted by the client, right? So we have to read the data, right? The server has sent the data RES or the string RES on S indicates a socket. So now client will read the data from the socket. So when this is a code to send the data or a request to the server. So now server ने यहाँ पे, right, server has accept this request, as we can see here, using s.get input stream, and whatever the request sent by the client is stored in REQ and server is display the REQ. At the same time we will use this code to receive the response sent by the server to the client. So this is my code, right? Now it is showing the error. Why? Because we already has a BR object, right? To read the data from the system, from the user, we already created a buffer reader. So I am changing the name as 1 and everything is same. So this is my response RES or request from the client. Instead of this, response from the server. This is my response from the server and RES. This is my response. Okay. So whatever the request sent by the client, right? This is a request, right? REQ, and the response sent by the server, the same code is used right here to send the response sent by the server to read that response. The same code is here, and to read the request, again we have a same code, only the variable is changed. Here we are using REQ, and instead of REQ we are using RES. So now we execute this program, and whatever the response sent by the server, which is your RES, is accepted by the client, right? So we have to read the data, right? The server has sent the data RES or the string RES on S indicates a socket. So now client will read the data from the socket. So when this is a code to send the data or a request to the server. So now server ने यहाँ पे, right, server has accept this request. As we can see here, using s dot get input stream, and whatever the request sent by the client is stored in RAQ and server is display the RAQ. At the same time, we will use this code to receive the response sent by the server to the client. So this is my code. Right? Now it is showing the error. Why? Because we already has a BR object. Right? To read the data from the system, from the user, we already created a buffer reader. So I am changing the name as 1 and everything is same. So this is my response res or request from the client. Instead of this, response from the server. This is my response from the server and res. This is my response. So whatever the request sent by the client, right? This is a request, right? RAQ, and the response sent by the server. The same code is used right here to send the response sent by the server to read that response. The same code is here, and to read the request again we have the same code. Only the variable is changed. Here we are using RAQ, and instead of RAQ we are using RES. So now we execute this program, and this will complete your part D. Now we again execute this program so that we can see the output of the server. Waiting for the client and enter the name. This is my name. As we can see here, the response from the server is capital Shahid, and the request sent by the client is here. So in this way, right, we can allow the communication between the two or more machine using a sockets. So socket is nothing but the end point of the communication. At both the side, we will create a socket. For socket, we require the IP address and the port number. After that, we can connect the two or more machine using this socket. With the help of socket, the machines can communicate with each other. So this is my part D of the practical number 1. I hope you all understood this. Thank you so much.